Well, good morning. Well, it's about 10:30 here, so it's mid-morning, an hour and a half until noon. Um, so what am I doing today? I'm actually doing a request by my son Dominic that he had requested probably a couple weeks ago before I went into my brain fog and got sick and couldn't remember a bunch of stuff. And so now I'm taking steps to write everything down. I hadn't done that in the past. I didn't need to, but as I get older and as my brain is blowing up sometimes. I'm writing all this stuff down. So if you've requested something I haven't done it, would you please send me another little jab and let me know that he had to do. I actually asked him to do that, and he's done that for me. So what I'm doing, something he suggested, which I love the idea, is I'm doing Stevie Nicks Edge of 17 from the 80s, maybe probably 80s. I don't know what year. I needed to do a little more research on it. And I had not seen this video. Now I did this video, and when I went in to do the cover, I'm going to tell you he suggested, I screwed it all up. So I'm actually redoing it. Before half an hour ago, I'd never seen this Stevie Nicks Edge of 17 official video, because once she left Fleetwood Mac and kind of went, or they broke up, whatever happened, and she went out on her own, I just didn't care much for that particular style, but now I appreciate it a lot. And so there's the, I'm gonna stop it a few times in the middle of one because I can't help it. And then the thing he suggested I do is actually Miley, Cyrus, and we'll talk a little bit about Miley as well. She was a preteen teen star with her dad, Billy Ray, and he was kind of a one-hit country wonder. And I liked that song. I liked his voice. It was clever. And then she's become an outright star on her own, no matter what you think about her lineage or whatever. Miley Cyrus does a remix, really, of it's called Edge of Midnight. Again, I started watching just a little bit of this when I realized I had messed up some stuff in that song. Now I'm redoing it. I haven't really heard this song. Stevie Nicks is on it. I don't know what part she plays. I don't know if he said it's a remix, not really a cover. So I'm really interested in seeing this. The other thing I wanted to say that I said in the other video in the middle is I stopped it. I think I remember that my brother-in-law, John Elizabeth, lived out in North Carolina. He was a big fan of Stevie, as I was, but we're just a few years apart. And so, John, this goes out to you as well, John and Dom. And so we're going to try to do this right. I'm going to slow down, take my time. We'll put this right here, yeesh, right here. Put the headphones on. All right, guys, here we go. Hey, Stevie Nicks, this is live. This is about 8 minutes long, so I hope you bear with me. There we go. Are we up? Everything's on. Yeesh. What's that bass? And listen to how they mixed this. And I don't know if they did it, probably did it post-production, but up here in the bass really strong. But as they start showing the different players, you're going to hear the mix getting different, where you can focus on that player. The way that is my own, I'll begin again. Said to my friend, baby, and nothing else matters. But the moment that I first laid Try not to stop it because it's such a long video anyway. But that two-handed that Stabby's doing, if you don't play piano, which I do, and I've switched to keyboards as I've gotten older. When I started, anyway, no history lessons here. But that is difficult to do because on a piano, to get it louder and to get like a lot of resonance and stuff out of it, you have to change the action of your hands. If you're playing a live band like that and they're micing a grand, if you want to really come out, there's some help from the guy that's mixing it, but you got to bang the crap out of that, right? And so his hands are really strong. He's really good with both hands with the octaves. That's very, very difficult to do. The other thing I was going to say, and I'm going to tag it onto this comment, was you could hear the Hammond B3 in the background. Now this was done before a lot of real sophisticated synthesizers. They were out there, but not like the stuff I have now, right? Not even close. And so you have a real Hammond with a real B3, and you have a real baby, or I don't know if it's a baby grand, probably a concert grand. And it's just amazing. So listen for those things if you can, right?
It was hauntingly familiar.
That guy looks so much like Mick Fleetwood. It's not Mick Fleetwood, right? I mean, she left Fleetwood Mac, or they broke up, and she started her own gig. He's probably a session musician, but man, with the hairline and the hair and the face and all that. But anyway.
you for all things wonderful. Snoopy. Thank you, Snoopy. And thank you for just being here. I love all of you, and I want you to know that I'm so glad you were here tonight.
All right, guys, that's fantastic. And a couple things I want to say. I'm going to leave the screen up here because what's one of the problems I had is that I forget to put the screen up, and I'm watching over here. I have two screens going on. I got one over here, but I'm watching the video, and actually it's such poor quality. That's why I don't know. I can't tell who actually the drummers, and I recognize the guitar player. My dilemma is on that, and that's the other thing I wanted to say, is that the dilemma on this channel and the things that I do, and you can give me some suggestions on what you'd like to see, or how you'd like me to do it, and then I'll take it all, throw it up in the air, and kind of come up with my own thing. But the dilemma on this is I love to go in and really research beforehand, but I don't want to kind of spoil anything if I haven't seen it. But then I can research it afterhand, but then I've got to go back and do a bunch of video editing, which I don't remember how to do very well. So I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff. But so I want to comment on the mics that they're using and the drums and the people that are playing, because I recognize a lot of faces. I don't know exactly who they are. I believe the percussionist, she was a female, African-American female, and I believe her name was Patricia, maybe? I don't remember. It was Patricia Russian, who was a jazz pianist, but there was a fairly popular in the 80s African-American percussionist who was female. And so I want to do all that, and I can do it just for my own entertainment. But as far as giving you the information, so I'm going to figure out how to maybe do that. I may have to just, research it first, and there you go. And it won't be a true reaction, first-time reaction. So what are we doing now? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to do Miley Cyrus, and again, this goes out to my son Dominic, who requested this actually a couple of weeks ago, and then I got sick and a bunch of other things happened. Dom, this goes out to you. This also goes out, I think I mentioned it to my brother-in-law, John. This is Miley Cyrus doing more of it's less of a cover and more of a remix. It's called Edge of Midnight, and it's featuring Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks is on here. This is the official video. I hope you like it. I got into just a second or two of it and realized that I was looking at it over here. You couldn't see it over here. So let's try this again. All right, guys. Again, I'm not sure where this is from, but it's got to be fairly recently. And I will try not to stop it. Here we go.
Yeah, it's been a long night and the mirror's telling me to go home.
I think I've already said this, but I'll back up all the way at the beginning. Pay no attention. I mean, if it bothers you, it's whatever. You think about Miley Cyrus has an incredible voice. And I'm sure she has a great stage presence. Everybody thinks of her dad. She sings a country thing. And when she was a Disney star and all that, forget all that and focus on her voice. It's amazing. And also, that's Stevie and Mick Fleetwood, right? This is an old picture. It's an old video of Stevie as well. So here we go. One more time from the beginning.
Yeah, it's been a long night and the mirror's telling me to go home. But it's been a long time since I felt this good on my own. Lot of years went by with my hands tied up in your ropes. Forever and ever, no more. The midnight sky is the road I'm taking. Head high up in the clouds. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no. Don't need to be loved by you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on my tongue. Oh no. Don't need to be loved by you.
Just like the wedding ring dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby.
mistakenly thought this actually might be Stevie singing with her. This is them taking old Stevie clips, which you don't know. I don't need to tell you that, but they're bringing old Stevie back and mixing it into the song, and she's changing the lyrics until the chorus, and then Stevie Nicks comes in from an old video, absolutely from the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know when, but I'm assuming that with the hair and the dress and all that. Very clever, very well done.
And the days go by like a strand in the wind, in the web that is my own. I'll begin again. I said to my friend, everything stopped. Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered. The midnight sky is the road I'm taking. Head high up in the clouds. Oh, I was born to run. I don't belong to anyone. Oh no. Don't need to be loved by you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on my tongue. Oh no. Don't need to be loved by you. See my lips on a mouth, everybody's talking now. Baby, ooh, say ooh, just like the wild wind does. Sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh, all alone on the edge of 17. I don't hide blurry eyes like you, like you. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no. I don't need to be loved by you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on my tongue. You know. Need to be loved by you. Just like the wild wind does. 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 Make a few mistakes. Don't find you, yeah. In the midnight, you know it's true. In the midnight sky.
Wow. I'm sorry, guys. Jump the gun. Stops on its own. Okay, let me get this off here and just talk for, let's see how far we're into this thing. We're about 20 minutes in. It's a big time commitment to watch my channel, but I do appreciate you, those of the that you do. And I didn't start this channel to get any kind of ratings or monetization or any of that. But I would like, I'll talk about this at the end if you'd like this channel to subscribe, just because if you like it, your friends will like it, and it's interesting to me. So the Miley Cyrus thing, here's my only complaint, my biggest complaint. I think she has a wonderful voice. And I saw her, my kids loved Miley Cyrus when it was the whole Disney thing, and, was, I can't, my brain, but we watched it. I watched it all the time. And I thought, she had a great voice. I thought she's been exploited. And so she wanted to break out her own. I thought, that's good. It's a good for her thing to her to do. So she decided to go from America's Sweetheart to America's Tramp. I mean, and that's a dad call, I think, riding on the big disco ball and half dressed in the weird hair, weird to me, distracts from the fact of what a true artist she is. She's amazing. I think she's great. I don't know, she probably doesn't write a lot of her own songs. Maybe she does. As she matures and continues to mature, if she doesn't fall into the traps, so many traps out there to fall into, that I think you're going to find on the back end what an amazing talent she is. And of course Stevie, and Stevie had her ups and downs. They all did. Everybody from that Fleetwood Mac band did, but Stevie's amazing. Stevie's just an amazing singer. I loved this. I hope you did. I hope you can get through all my jumbling and mumbling and all that stuff. If you like this video, so I'm going to go to this spiel. If you like the video, hit like. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, because it's basically what you're going to get, right? Like, subscribe, share this with your friends. And I say this every time. If you like this, this format and these types of things, the comparisons, share with your friends, because a lot of times your friends like the same things you do. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, because I try to put out several every day. Now, of course, I've been remiss because I haven't been feeling well, but I'm feeling great right now. Like, subscribe, share, notify, comment down below. If you have suggestions, please comment. And I'm trying to make better notes. Susie's helping me with printing things out. We're doing spreadsheets, all that stuff. And I have several times doubled the same thing, so you'll forgive me on that. But if Miley Cyrus does something else that interests you, a cover of another song I've already done, Miley, or I'll do Miley again. So anyway, like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and please come back to see me. And if you have any questions, have any comments, please leave them below. And I love you, and peace. I'm glad you're here.